Welcome in, my amazing Leos, to your mid-June 2024 money and career tarot reading. I was stepping into the Leo energy after I just cleansed outside, and I just couldn't help but smile a bit more. It feels like things are starting to improve for you. You're enjoying yourself more. You're getting things done like a boss, no shocker there, and impressing people, connecting with people, and helping all the meanwhile. Now, I pre-pulled four main tarot cards for us, and we'll see what else we need to get if need be. But beginning on a great note, the Six of Wands. It's a time of victory, my friend. You're very triumphant because you know what you're doing, because you're trusting your intuition more. And Spirit, I feel like, is guiding you quite efficiently. It's a time where you can't help but feel very accomplished. Good. I don't feel like you've had enough of, I feel like you haven't had enough accomplishments or enough feeling in that sense up until this point. Certain things will disturb your energy, I'm not going to lie. Whether it's at home and or at work, when running your business, it could be out and about when you're about to potentially spend money. But I do sense that you are wanting to do more at times than you should or than you can. And so that is going to be one of those points where you need to trust in the divine timing of your powerful, successful Leo path. The Ace of Swords being your second card, because it's a time where you're gaining clarity. You're even, I want to say, providing clarity and assistance to other people. I mean, we do have the fourth card skipping over the third, the Queen of Cups. We've mentioned you being helpful and caring. I want to say a few different times already in this less than 2 minutes of a reading. But I do feel like you are feeling like moving forward towards a lot more. But is it the right time for you? Okay. It feels like that might be a move of residence. It might be a career shift. It might be expanding your business. I feel like, I think we already mentioned it, is I do get forgetful in these readings. Your spirituality is supporting you more than ever when it comes to small accomplishments, when to get things done, who to bond with to help, and when. It feels like as well, maybe in regards to future investment or two, or maybe certain small ones throughout this time period. The rest of June feels very successful, as I feel like somebody like myself saw very much an increase in their business, in the productivity, the rewards, the revenue coming through, and then it started to take a dip. Okay, so the ups and downs of your money and career path taking a highlight, just being real with you. But the third card that we skipped over, the Six of Pentacles, rewards, my friend, accolades. You're feeling as if you're on the right path or remembering this. It does feel like you feel a lot, okay? And this is as well bringing you the rewards that you deserve plus some. There are going to be certain days throughout the remainder of the month where you find you gain more rewards than you expect. Okay, whether it's tip-based, it could be a donation or two. It could be in regards to a commission. Maybe your check ends up being larger than you expect. Beautiful. Or a deposit otherwise. But I want to say that you are going to feel as if things are shifting in your favor. We kind of already mentioned that in different wording. But wouldn't be surprised if there is just loving vibes floating around in your Leo world. You're feeling positive, you're feeling, again, accomplished, successful, and you can't help but think about how this is going to positively affect the future of that business, that job, maybe in regards to something you haven't acquired yet. But your choices are coming into play. Somebody has done a very, very good job of cutting out a bad habit that I feel like was causing you to spend more money than you should have been. Even if you still find yourself wrapped up with this habit or overspending to an extent in the remainder of June, you're doing better. And I feel that wholeheartedly. Vulnerability is coming into play. I'm not going to show these naked bodies again, but it does feel like a time for you where you can't help but feel as if that vulnerability is paying off. Yeah, I'm getting the clouds are clearing. Okay, the clouds are clearing. You're also going to feel like an angel at certain points, period, because you're so spiritually connected and guided, because you're happier, lighter, fluffier is what I'm getting. But to continue to pull the Ten of Cups, imagine the best is what I'm getting. There's going to be a focus on an ideal situation or two for you, or just that ultimate success for the future when it comes to whatever you want to begin, continue, and even get rid of, for that matter, tying into it. But I do feel like, again, this talks about happiness. This talks about you in the midst of working, or I want to say maybe your downtime as well, gaining clarity about what you went through as a kid and how that's actually more so supporting you than you realize with whatever's at hand and maybe with what you're gaining as well. But I do feel as if this is a time where you can't forget how well things are meant to work out. I can't express that enough. Almost said stress. It does feel like there may be certain factors of your career at this point, even if it's, say, a job you don't consider your career, that is a bit stressful, whether it's the way that job's run, trying to get things done through your business at certain points. But it does feel like you need to be honest with yourself at certain points and ask, do I feel, or do I feel this is going to be the future of my career? If it is, then you need to, take a hot second and figure out how to adjust, how to adapt, and change things to your advantage. Basically asking, where does the control lie? But I wouldn't be surprised if someone's running a business or working a job, and it could be both, where your honesty is very relevant, it's very present, it's flowing, and it's helping people through it all. If you're an empath like myself, regardless of how much, it feels like you need to remember to protect your energy in the ways, or the way that you know works best for you. Music is going to be a part of your this time period for you, the remainder of June. You might be utilizing music for your work, whether you realize that it's going to come to be or not. It may just simply be a chance to escape, to heal, to enjoy yourself, more so. But I do feel as if, okay, I just heard I'm waving the white flag. It feels like you're just ready to give up on that shift. You're like, I give up. It's not worth it. You may also find, if you're working a day-to-day job or a night job, a certain shift or two, if not several, ends up ending or being removed from your schedule. Divinely guided is what's coming through. You weren't going to make a ton of money, or it wouldn't have been worth it. It may have been more damaging. There's something about avoidance coming to be in regards to that. 747, look up the angel number meaning. It feels like you're helping people heal due to your energy, your work even, due to just being you. And I feel like all the meanwhile, you're healing, even though you're feeling a lot through it all. I wouldn't be surprised if you have a very busy schedule, but it's a very rewarding time, to say the very least. And you feel very neat, very organized, things feeling easy for the most part, and that's helping you, and less affected to an extent, to the point where you're very neat again. As I look at the cards, and they're making a very neat pyramid, the Queen of Wands, matching up with the Queen of Cups, you could find you have a mixed energy and approach of the two of them, and at certain other points separated, right? But you're very passionate, very bold, and personable, and people like this. I mean, you're a Leo. Your other placements will come into play as well. Interesting subjects may pop up at work or through your business, maybe even with people at a store or two. Like spirituality and spooky things. And this has been happening to me a lot at my serving job, that I work at night, and it's interesting. At times I wonder, should that spirit have spoken through me? That was a lot to share, right? To even bring up, but then the person I'm talking to is like, oh, I can relate. It's like, okay, well, maybe that came out for a reason. Either way, it happened. But it does feel like you are being viewed at as a sunflower. Okay. I do also feel like there's a couple mirroring moments at work, or maybe through your business, or even again out and about. And this is informative for one, if not both of you in that moment. Don't be surprised when people feel like chatting with you more than you can in the moment, or should. Just use your discernment, okay? You can escape a conversation, or the potential of which, if need be. Where you feel like money is coming in too slowly, notice that you just received a bigger chunk before that, or notice that there's more Six of Pentacles, more rewards to follow. But I wouldn't be surprised if you were moving quite slowly, passionate, successful, and busy for the most part, but moving at your own Leo pace. And this is proven to be successful time and time again. Leo, this is a great time for you. Very rewarding. Take care.